And welcome back to Daily Justice. Our topic today is hiding assets during a divorce, what Washington law actually does. My guest is Mark Hodgson here in Spokane, Washington, a family law attorney. Mark, what happens if someone hides assets during a divorce, and how serious is this legally?
I'd say it's pretty serious. I mean, a lot of the assets that people would be tending to hide would be high value items, right? And so one of the things I always look for in a consult, I always make kind of a joke about people like, okay, so we got all the vehicles, we have all the retirement accounts, we have all the real property. Do you have a gold bar collection that's buried in the backyard? Those types of things. And so, because that's what you're looking for is something that would be overlooked or something that has high value. That's what people generally will hide, something that has high value or sentimental value. Now, if it's your own asset, if it's like an Afghan that your grandma knitted you when you were a kid, well, I mean, putting that into your pile, so to speak, is fine. There's no real reason to hide it. There's no real reason to do anything. But if you're trying to move money out of an account and then kind of secret it away, the court takes a very dim view on that. And it's very similar to stealing. I mean, realistically, because the whole idea is that all property in Washington state comes before the court, all separate and community, for an equitable distribution that's written right into the law. So equitable, a lot of times is like, well, equal. No, it's not. It's fair. So if you're hiding assets, you're not playing fair. And if the court finds that you're hiding assets, I mean, I've seen some pretty severe sanctions, such as like a retirement account that would have been split 50-50 is given to the person who they were hiding it from. So, you take a $300,000 asset and then the court will go, give it to them. So there can be some very big penalties, even criminal penalties. I mean, it's a big deal.
What legal penalties can someone face for concealing money or property?
It really runs a gambit. I mean, if it's theft, they can face criminal charges, of course, but like hiding means so many different things. I generally think, the idea is that when you're coming into a dissolution factor and you're really tasked to play fair. And so one of the things I tell people is like, with my office, we don't lie. Not really because we're such great people and there's, we just don't lie because lying's ineffective. You could tell the truth 10,000 times, and if you get caught lying once, you're a liar, right? So we just don't do it because it's not effective, and it's not a good thing, and it's not the right thing to do either. But when you run into that, so credibility, if you're going into where you're trying to say, I deserve this amount of assets, listen to me, judge. You got to believe me. I'm telling you the truth about why these assets need to be in my column. And you just hid assets, nobody's going to listen to you. And so one of those things is you run the risk of losing everything. I mean, that's the thing is you could have something that you would own half of, you would own all of, it could be separate property. And if you hid it and you tried to get rid of it, you get none of it. And then don't get me into, you could blow through tax laws. You could do a million different things. Like if you're to liquidate stock and then move it out of that account, then you're looking at tremendous capital gains taxes. There's so many penalties. It's just not worth it. I mean, it's not worth it. And it's really, you shouldn't do it as a human being. But I mean, if you do choose to try and do something like that, it's almost impossible to hide too, because everything's digital and it's all in an account. So most things can be found.
So if someone comes to you, what tools do you have that can help uncover hidden accounts or hidden property?
Well, one of the things when I go back to the gold bar collection, a lot of people do own precious metals. And I've been in several divorce cases where, gosh darn it, the silver got stolen. The silver always gets stolen around the time of a divorce, every single time, because it's almost impossible to trace. So one of the tools you have is your phone, which is you can videotape anything that is of value beforehand. Just go and take a picture of it. Take a picture of the car. Oh, the car's destroyed. Well, here's me starting the car right beforehand. One of those things just to protect personal property or anything that might quickly disappear, you definitely want to do that. Title companies are great to figure out, the house. Did somebody try to sign the house over or anything else? Check the titles. You can always employ forensic accountants and those types of experts and stuff like that. That's for a little bit more, involved type of things. But generally, if it's in an account and you'll see it leave. I mean, so it's very difficult. So the first thing you want to do is know what you have, know what it's worth, and know where it is. And that'd be the best tool you can do is to be kind of financially educated on your own estate. And that's the best. If you go down, there's many experts and things like that we can do to track assets. But oftentimes when assets are moving, it becomes a very expensive proposition to unwind that. And so to avoid that, know what you have, know what it's worth.
One last thing, how does financial dishonesty affect things like child custody or spousal support?
Statutorily, I'm not sure it does. Like as far as the law is concerned, I don't know if there's a link that if you hit a retirement account from your spouse, it's going to affect your child custody arrangement. With that being said, credibility is everything. So if you lose credibility in front of the court, it's the same person. It's not a jury of your peers. It's one judicial officer. And if they think you're a liar, once again, 1,000 times you tell the truth, one time, you're a liar. And credibility will come down to it. If there's at all a close call in any of these, and you've been found to have hidden assets or lied to the court, God help you.
Mark, thank you. If you suspect your spouse is hiding assets or you're facing financial dishonesty in your divorce, don't go it alone. Visit HodsonLawOffices.com or call the number on your screen and you can schedule a free consultation. There's also a direct link below this video.